Greenleaf Check presents
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Fresh Let's Vibe. I go by the name of Shikashikz, and this is season 2, episode 1. Today we got J-Shiu Slikk, O.T.E, also newest artist with Aloha Hype Records. How's that going? How's that going?
That's been going good, actually.
Yeah.
Little waves coming, just to represent the islands the best way we can.
Yeah. So you guys both got projects coming up.
Yeah, we do. We've definitely been trying to keep busy with it all. And now we, signed up with them. They kind of pushing us in the right direction.
That's good.
Trying
That's
to
good.
build that bridge a little.
So before all of this, tell me how you guys first met and kind of collaborated and then started O.T.E a little bit. Because from what you guys told me, it was just kind of like...
Right. I guess like years back, I don't even know how many now. I kind of was doing like little shows, with I'd say like the Broke Mokes when they first started off, and like at like little bars, and I was kind of just tired of rapping by myself. I remember Slikk was rapping, and we know the same boys from like high school and all that, so I just kind of hit him up like if he wanted to rock with me a little, because he had his thing, he'd been making music as well, so I just hit him up, and we kind of just been rocking ever since, So that's kind of how we really started kicking it and all that, was through this music stuff.
Were you guys hanging out in high school or no? Was it just after?
A little afterwards, before the music connection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we knew the same homies.
Yeah.
But we also had a love for this music thing, so we figured why not. I mean, he helped put me on one of his first songs, so.
What song was that? It's probably not on there from what I
It's called To the Top.
To the Top.
Oh, it is on there.
Yeah.
I saw the music video. I remember you guys were at the park, right?
So I was one of those little children.
Like
Now we grown now.
like 4 years ago.
Okay. When you guys first started, who were you guys listening to then? Who was your influences? Like, who were you listening to? Start with you.
Oh man, I always grew up on a normal like Tupac's, Biggie's, Nas, Big L's, and all that kind of stuff, Big Puns. But I actually posted on my Facebook one time. There was this artist called Dana Dane. He came out with like cool hair timing. My mom used to always bump that. It's a song called Lonely Man. So yeah, just real old school storytelling hip hop. But that's what kind of inspired me to start doing this thing when I was a young boy. So ever since that, and just basically anybody now. I listen to a lot of people. I still go back and reference a lot of like legends and stuff like that in this rap game. So that's my era. You get a little bit of the both eras, like the 90s hip hop, the now hip hop. So it's a good time to know music, So
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What about you? Who are you listening to when you first started coming out?
As far as like coming out as like an artist, rapping,
Or just
and
like
stuff,
who
like,
actually
in my
influenced you
life.
to kind of start writing and start doing music in general?
Well, I guess as a kid, I would always listen to like Hawaiian music and like local music and reggae music. So like Kalapana, like Kyle Crater Boys, whatever. The local legends and stuff, And then like then I grew older, some reggae, like whatever. Just all the OGs like Yellow Man.
And then how did you get into...
Yeah, and then I played sports my whole life, so hip hop's really intertwined with like basketball and football. And that was like my life growing up. So I was always around it. I was the youngest of all my siblings, and they always bumped rap stuff and all that. So that kind of like led me into it, was just like sports. And then when I started writing, it was actually like super underground, like atmosphere, like Ant, Brother Ali, whatever. Just stuff like that actually got me into rapping and stuff. I'd even say like Creed when I was a kid. He was like a hip-hop Hawaii dude.
Oh yeah, he's been around for a really long time. Shout out to Creed.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
So a bunch of people, I can name a bunch of people, but it was like that real underground hip-hop actually is what started me off in this shit.
I saw you guys perform at your video release party at Champs. Champions, Champs.
Yeah.
Am I getting it mixed up?
Shout out to the hometown,
Yeah.
Key.
Right. I saw you guys perform, and I was just like, damn, O.T.E really knows how to really get the crowd jumping. You guys get everybody... I saw everybody just interacting with you guys, and it was just really, 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 really good. How did you guys get that to work? Like, how did you guys start building that? Was it always that way? Was it easy for everybody to just hop on and just vibe with you guys, or was it a little bit more difficult at first?
I say, you know, you have to like pay your dues a little bit, you know, do a little bit of work, do a little bit of networking, and like show people that we kind of genuine with it, not just kind of just out here trying to like
just yell on the
flex on
microphone.
everybody and stuff, you know.
Exactly.
So you know, we definitely build a little relationship first, like with, you know, I mean, even just with like Jim and them, just you know, just like everybody. Like,
Yeah, and you guys have that one song, "It Ain't Easy," which, by the way, I really enjoy.
Cool.
Thank you.
Collaborating. I always talk about this with most artists. Was it harder for you guys to collaborate at first because, you know, part of the growth process, right? Collaborating with people. What is the biggest difficulty that you guys have with collaborating with artists? What is the hardest part, actually, with the process?
Well, just everybody being on time and just, you know,
Schedule, you know.
scheduling.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
stuff, you
Yeah,
know?
right.
Wink. You know what I'm saying? You got to wink. Scheduling is
gosh.
crucial.
Yeah.
But I mean, and once you get together, I mean, everything just flows because everybody, you know, has the same inspirations and everything. So everybody works together. We see each other at every other venue and all that, so we kind of know each other's vibe. So everybody kind of knows everybody. But I would say scheduling is a big thing in this thing, like for anything.
And you guys are both parents, right? You guys are both.
Yep.
You guys are both dads. Tell me how
Proud.
you guys balance that out with music, work, doing shows, finding time for studio time. Because I know I have a crazy time trying to balance everything at times. Yeah.
Right.
What is like the biggest key?
I mean, the key is balance. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta still remember what's like important in this life, while still remembering what you want for yourself or for like your kids and stuff. And just like, as long as you make sure you're there for them, and you're there to make it to work the next day after a show and all that. As long as you have that balance and that mindset to get it all done, you know, you can make it happen.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think just it reminds you like what you're doing, why you doing all this, you know. So it keeps you
Because
grounded.
the little ones are watching.
Yeah, exactly. So they see you motivated to pursue a dream that you're trying to do. You know, it inspires them as well. And most of your inspirations is coming from your family that you write about. You know, what I mean, especially being in Hawaii, everything's real culture based.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
like that should be your inspiration at all times. And yeah, they just keep you grounded, just keep you like, you know, just keep you focused and just work priorities, because that's your main priority. And you also
family.
have this music thing that also keeps you happy. So, you know, just finding balance, just like what Jay said, just finding balance for everything.
So you guys always had support from family.
Yeah.
Your family's always been a huge support. How long have you been doing music in general, like recording and everything?
Man, seriously, I've been doing music like after college. I've always been a fan of music. Like we'll do it in high school. You know, you had like the little
MySpace, like
yeah, you know,
little
like
things.
you're recording. You have the little programs. You got like a towel in front of the microphone. Nothing that's like nothing super serious.
Towel.
You know what I mean? Like you got Fruity Loops. Somebody knew how to make a beat on Fruity Loops, and you just record. But seriously, was when I met up with this guy and linked up with him, and like a bunch of our friends was like, yo, you gotta link up with Jay, and a lot of his friends said, Jay, you gotta link up with Slikk. So it just worked out together, and now we chasing this dream together. And
So it's you guys, and then you guys had Rob and Greedy, who couldn't make
Yeah.
it today, but that's okay. It's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
wink.
I was like, yeah. So it started off with me and Slikk, since we was already doing shows. This O.T.E thing, you know, that was kind of like, I guess that'll be our thing, you know, like a brand kind of thing. And then he knew Gritty real well. They did music before this and everything.
That was
like
in high school,
right?
yeah.
And then I knew Miz because we had some stuff before me and Slikk.
Oh, okay.
That
Okay.
started before me, and I knew Miz just, you know, from like high school days as well. And Miz, you know, cool. Gritty's cool, and we felt like we meshed like pretty good to where like we could be a little team, you know. Even though we're still solo artists, like it's just like, you know, that team feel, kind of like Workhouse, kind of like, you know what I mean, like a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to name a few. Shout out to Workhouse.
Right,
Okay.
for sure.
And how long?
Salute.
Oh no, that was the question I was gonna ask. Our Turn Entertainment. How'd you guys get that name? What?
Oh yeah, I mean, I just was.
You came up with it?
Yeah, I was sitting
Okay.
down and brainstorming. And, you know, I just when we first created it, it wasn't like our turn, just us four or us two to begin with. It was like we wanted to kind of spread this movement. So anywhere we go and do a show, you know, if anybody wanted to be a part of it, or it's cool. You just a handshake in, you know, because we're trying to showcase Hawaii as our turn. Like it's our turn to get notified. in this rap game, and just music in general. Cause like Gritty be doing like reggae, hip hop, and all that. So just in general, like it's our turn as an island to start making noise, like in the mainland and everywhere. So that's basically how it came. I was just drawing, sketching, just texting this fool every day, like, yo, how about this? Yeah,
what
he'd be
was,
like,
what
no.
was some of the names that you came up with before?
Oh man, I was
Schoolboy Ooh. I was like, not even Simone. Right.
no ways. Oh man, I had
We
one,
had a few.
I had like Live Life was like corny,
like
bro. Live Life,
Yeah.
entertain. It was so boo boo. Yeah.
Straight,
So,
it was.
He would have texted me back
I
for
was
like an
like,
hour. Like,
nah.
And he's like, nah, you good,
Not
bro.
doing
Try
that.
something else.
Let's talk about your guys' stage names. Slikk.
Slikk, yeah.
How did that come about?
That's actually been a high school name. Yeah, like it just stuck with me, and I don't know. Everybody just been calling me Slikk, so I never really created like a.
Oh, okay. So it was already out there.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, I'll create like other aliases like Mr. Do It All and stuff like that, but Slikk has just been sticking with me since high school. It's been like a click name. So yeah,
Yours is pretty self-explanatory.
I mean, they used to call me that though, like in school and stuff, and like playing sports and stuff too. So
Yeah.
I just rock with it.
Are there other nicknames that you guys go by besides that? Like funny ones?
Oh, Teddy Grams.
Daddy.
Okay.
I'm just fine. They just call me like whatever J-Shiu, 808J. You know, just regular. Nothing like super cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's talk about the track a little bit. It Ain't Easy. That's you on the vocals, right on the hook.
Oh,
That's our boy Puka. Yeah.
Oh,
that's our boy
okay,
Puka. I'm
okay,
second
okay.
verse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you sing a little bit, no? Or am I just tripping?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I sing
like
a
a
little
little
bit.
melody.
Yeah, we try. You know,
Yeah.
try to
But-
take little leaps of faith. You know, I mean, we in Hawaii. You know,
Something different,
Ain't got to
yeah.
hold back.
Let's
know?
talk about your guys' experience right now. So from where you guys started, however long ago that was, what's the biggest difference between then and now?
Well, I think just less than a year ago, I think in like November, started realizing that this isn't a hobby no more. You know, like we were just pumping music, and then after the music, it was like, what do we do with it? Like we posting on SoundCloud, you get 1,000, 2,000, whatever plays, and everybody loving it, but it just stops there. So I think a couple months ago, I linked up with Bobby, and shout out to Bobby. And after that, he started telling me and Jay, like I told Jay about him, and he's like, yo, you know, you guys have mad talent. So, you know, humbly, like we was all humbled about it, and it was like, yo, we got to start doing something with this, like really trying to push this out. So I think it was, just a couple months ago, like we really started taking this journey super serious.
Yeah. What about you? What's the biggest difference that you
Change.
see? Yeah.
So it's like a lot of I'd say the technical side of things definitely changed, you know, like just like a lot of people starting up was recording in the fucking bathroom or the like closet or like the room, you know, just bedroom, studio shit, and I mean stuff. And like from there, you know, then we started like exploring actual studios, you know, like Subs, Blue Planet, my boy DJ Anarchy, you know, about the studio. And so that's a big side of things. Also just like the way that we approach songs and the way that we approach writing and stuff, I feel like we're a lot more serious. Everything's a lot more calculated. Before it was fun, and like it's still fun, but now it's like I'm really coming to like get it now. Like, you know, I'm not like just doing it for fun and just because I mean, I still love it just like how I loved it. I'm just going a little harder. I'm doing a little bit more than I used to do.
And just putting music.
Yeah.
And you
Just a
guys
little
had
more.
come out with, you know, the visuals I seen from Aloha Hype, which was really, really dope. Super clean in Ocean's studio with Waylo and everybody.
Yeah.
Your music video too that I seen, of course, Okay, You Right with Jim and Germ, which was
Yeah.
super dope, shot
Love
by
that song.
Cameron.
My man.
Yeah, yeah,
My
that was
bros.
really dope. And What's Good with your son, which by the
Yeah.
way, I was at the release
Super
party. It was
dope.
really,
Yeah,
really,
thanks.
really good. I want to talk about some current events that I'm hearing like on the media. What do you guys feel about? We actually were talking about this on the podcast today. How do you guys feel about the whole old school rap versus the new school? What's going on right now? How do you guys feel about that with the people that don't really take knowledge from people back then?
Like
Yeah,
traditional
yeah,
hip-hop.
yeah. Or
as
you know,
opposed
just
to,
in
like,
general,
rap
just kind
now.
of taking in knowledge or educating themselves a little bit more, and then you know, where they are now and how
Yeah.
they
Ooh, touchy
turn
subject.
music. Kind of, but it's all
Go ahead and hit
opinions.
that one. Cover that.
It's all opinions. There's nothing wrong with it.
Go ahead, cover that.
Well, I mean, I'm 29, so I was fortunate to grow up, like I said, in both eras
both
of
eras,
music
right.
right now. So right now we living in the, I don't know what you want to call it. I guess hip hop. I mean, the new wavy style of hip hop, which I mean I appreciate as well. But I mean, I always pay respects to my predecessors, no matter
Because that's
what.
where you get your
yeah,
style
you gotta
from.
always go back, like, and it's cool. That's why I try to incorporate like both styles in my music. You know, just try to attract youngsters and the OGs and people who really appreciate this music stuff. And if I feel like it's a wavy beat or if I feel like it's a jumpy beat, I'm not just gonna come up with basic bars. I'm gonna still try and hit it with a lot of bars and rap as hard, like take time writing and all that kind of stuff with detail. But you gotta at least acknowledge it a little bit. I mean, or not a little bit, at least a lot, because like the ones I can't stand is the one who just totally forget about them. You know?
Yeah.
Like you got some that are in their own style, their own element, but they still pay their respects to the people in the past, which is totally cool. Because my whole thing is, I love hip hop, I love everything about it, but my thing is, as long as the art is still going, the whole art of rapping, it's gonna live. But if people keep debating and they just keep disagreeing, that's when the thing gonna fail. That's why I see it. So I mean, that's the biggest subject for everybody, because like you don't see a lot of people talking about the newer reggae and all that. I mean, probably we don't see it, but all I ever see on my feed is the changes of hip hop all the time. Reggae is like this and that.
It's also relevant to like indie artists.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
They're learning from everybody, and then they're learning from everybody else that they're collaborating with. You know, you guys, when you guys work on a collaboration track, you're feeding off of Jim, you're feeding off of Gritty, you're feeding off of Rob, whiwhichever it is. But yeah, what about you? What do you think?
As far as like new.
Why do you look nervous?
I told you it's a touchy subject.
I'm never nervous. Nah. You talking about like as far as like new like successful rappers who made it as opposed to them not like knowing the hip hop art kind of thing?
Yeah,
Is
or
that
just,
what
you know,
you're
where
saying?
Particularly the feud between like what's considered traditional hip hop and the new like mumble rap.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand it because like I said, I've grown up with hip hop heads and grown up on hip hop. So I understand like the real intricacy and the real like art that it is, you know, as far as how they put stuff together. And I understand being drunk and being at a club just jumping around not knowing to some lyrics
Get the
anyway.
best of both worlds.
But I just like I'll jump to this, you know.
Yeah.
But as far as like genuineness and like stuff that's like holds the test of time, I don't think this new hip hop mumble rap would necessarily hold the test of time as far as like actual hip hop. But right now, as a artist coming up, I'd say like that's definitely a side that you need to kind of play with, because everybody I'm rapping to at a show, 50 to 60% of them is drunk and just want to jump around.
They just want,
and then there's 30% who want to listen to the hip hop also. So like, I could see both sides. I mean, I like hip hop much more than I say I like newer shit, but I still like some new shit too. You know. So
no, some of them they just roll with it. You know. It just sounds really good.
It's the people. As long as they keep supporting it, it's gonna keep booming. So the fans, I mean, you know, they like what they like, and Atlanta's been killing it in the game for a while, man. So for like years already.
Yeah. Hawaii's been on the music game for a really long time. How do you feel about this cloak that might be over us, and people not knowing so much about the artists here, or you know, like, what do you think the problem is for independent artists?
Oh, man.
In general, maybe, I guess.
And we always talk about this every day too.
It's definitely a conversation that needs to kind of be addressed.
Yeah.
Kind of motivate other people.
I mean, it's the thing that trying to get people to take us serious is the hard part, because they're from the outsider, all they see is palm trees. I mean, we see the same thing, but not too many people get to experience the things that we've been living here like all our lives, and like
some people don't even leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people don't even leave.
Like the island's changing really quick, and it's getting a lot faster. You know, a lot more things are happening. To me, personally, if it wasn't for the beach, everybody probably lose their sanity. Like that's what I think.
Yeah.
But you still not you still don't have the time to embrace like everything that it has, because we too busy either working. You know, everybody got their own struggle, and that's the thing that we trying to showcase in our raps. Like everybody else, like we trying to show you a different side of the island that they won't show you, because whatever you see in commercials, like the commercialized Hawaii is definitely just, you know, fine women, hula skirts, palm trees. It's been like
Coconut
that.
bras.
It's been like that for years, and it's gonna still be the same.
My
so
favorite.
Yeah, I mean, we love it, but yeah, you didn't hear that. But we're just trying to, like, I'm from Khalid, man. So from a young time and growing up, being born in Seattle,
Oh.
you know, leaving all that and coming down here, being raised in Khalid, like, you see a bunch of things happen. You know, same like town and Pololo area and all that. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they won't tell you or won't even show you. So that's basically what we're trying to do. You know, showcase it happens on here. We're not proud of it, but it happens. You know, you can't deny it. So, like, I think that's the kind of breakthrough. Like, we can relate to the mainland a lot more than people think. So.
Yeah. What do you okay. What do you guys feel that you guys are contributing to the industry here at home?
Just being able to come out, man. That's like, I'm sure a lot of guys, like I said, have their stories. They all want to tell their stories, but they feel obligated to just sit back and just watch everybody go and let them pass them by. But nah, I mean, you see me, I'm dancing. I'm a big dude. I'm dancing on. Just be yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I call myself Fat Boy Wavy or something like that. Like, cause I'm just having fun. Like I said, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm trying to tell my stories. I'm trying to express myself. You know what I mean? When I show my daughter videos and stuff like that, you know, I just show, like, look, Daddy just having fun. I want you to have fun, stuff like that. And there's a lot of cats just like me, or who just lived the struggle worse than me, like, just holding back, and they looking for a way to express themselves. And music is one of the best ways. So that's basically what I'm trying to get out of this.
Well, what do you feel that is the biggest misunderstanding between artists and just people who don't do music?
What you mean?
Like, what is the biggest misunderstanding? Like, you know how people don't understand the lifestyle of being an artist, the studio time?
Well, as far as, like, experiences I've had with people who not necessarily artists, I'd say that was a confusing question.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
One more time, run it back. One more time.
It's pretty deep.
I'm ready this time.
How many beers did you?
No, I'm ready this time.
Okay. What do you think is the biggest misunderstanding between an artist and just maybe the person that's just listening to you, or just another person from the outside looking in?
I'd say the biggest understanding is they don't know necessarily how much work we put into these things. You know, just like per se an internet person who likes to say a lot of comments and stuff about things that people are doing or working on. You know, they're just coming in with their opinion from the outside, and they don't necessarily know our story, like our struggle that we've been through, our time and energy we put into this, you know. So I'd say that's one thing they can't understand. Also, another thing is they can't see where we're going with this, because, you know, just
They're
in general,
it,
I mean, it's like, it's tough to believe that somebody from Hawaii is gonna blow up in this music thing and be bigger than anybody's ever been, because nobody's done it yet. So from there, they just see people who just like to make music, whereas I see it as something bigger than that. But I'm just saying, like, the negative side of people, like, there's other people on the outside who don't make music who think this thing is huge and, like, bigger than I even see it being, you know? So, like, you know, that's just, like, a couple of things that I say is different being an artist as opposed to just someone outside looking at what we're doing, you know?
So we're going to do a little bit of an advice segment. I ask questions that can help motivate other indie artists that are probably, like, on their first steps of coming out or starting to write or anything.
In the bedroom, studio.
Yeah. Whoever's in the closets, in the bathrooms, wherever you guys are.
In the closet.
Okay.
It's gonna stay in there. No, it's
okay.
Go in the closet and stand there.
So what do you think most independent artists need mentally?
So they need, I'd say, to figure out what they want to do with this music, because as an independent artist, I just picture somebody young who likes to make music, who thinks, you know, they could possibly do something with it and their friends might like it. They need to figure out if they're seriously about this or if they just want to do it for fun, first of all, you know, because it takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of energy. If you really want to do this, it's going to take time. You're going to have to sacrifice money. You're going to have to sacrifice your nights and your sleep and everything like that. So, you know, just think about it. And if it's just a fun thing, then just have fun with it. And if it's real serious, then really gauge your options, you know?
Plan it out.
Yeah.
Plan it out.
Yeah,
What about
agree.
you? What do you think they need mentally?
Whatever Jay said.
No, you can't use that. No.
I'm kidding.
No.
I mean, just block out the negatives and just.
Yeah,
I mean, if you
that's
believe in
awesome.
yourself and you feel like you want to do this, just like what Jay was saying, like it's either a hobby or it's something serious. It takes a lot of dedication, like we've been saying it, and more than people know or understand. And you just gotta just stay motivated. Always go like refer back. Like I know there's a lot of new trends in hip hop and all that, but always refer back to the OGs that's been doing this. You know, I respect a lot of young artists that are coming up and they just have like an old school sound, or they're at least trying. Like they're just trying to like emulate what they've been seeing or they hear about, what they probably hear their dads and moms talk about, what they've been listening to. But yeah, just be yourself and just block out the negative. You're gonna always have a bunch of people trying to tell you this and that. Like, nah, you from Hawaii. There's a lot of dope artists, and people be like, just because you from Hawaii, they be like, just stop. You know?
Really?
Yeah, just be like, yo, it's gonna be
stick to
tough.
the-
Like,
just stick to the island.
Yeah, they be like, it's super hard to come off from the rock. And yeah, we all know that, but we still trying to chase this.
I mean,
you
but it
know?
all started from somewhere. Everybody didn't
Exactly.
really know, doesn't know a lot of artists from other places, and I think that's totally true. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. What else was I?
Keep
gonna
it true, O.T.E, baby.
What do you
Wait.
think is the biggest mistake independent artists do? Like, not having a time, not being on time, not having a plan, coming to the studio and just wasting the money. Like, what in general do you think is like the biggest mistake a lot of people make?
I think it's like if you're an independent artist, you need to put in work on the ground level first.
Yeah.
Just as far as to find your sound or like a sound that's you think you want. You definitely need to find that work ethic before you start even deciding to put any money into this. Before you start hitting people up for collaborations and everything
Right.
like that, you're gonna just get let down so much until you find yourself and your craft and how you really want to hit this music. You need to have that set first, and then after you do that, then you could grow it with other people. But you can't come out as an independent artist not knowing what you're really about.
Yeah.
What about
that's
you?
huge.
I think a lot of some one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people make is they just get comfortable with where they're at. So
Okay.
like
Like they get full from their
yeah,
hustle.
like they cool with just what they're doing. But I mean, like I said, a lot of guys are evolving and learning and like I said, incorporating both styles, take it from the old, take it from the new, and just just keep singing. Like I said, take a leap of faith. Like I've been
Right.
telling this dude, like let's just do it, bro. Like we like doing melody tracks, we like rapping, we like doing all kind of music. Why not? So if we hear a country beat and we like it, we're gonna do it. So like just don't stop. Just keep evolving. That's what I think a lot of people are not doing. Or yeah.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
What do you guys have to say for other indie artists? If you could give them any type of advice besides all of that you guys just said, what would you guys tell them? Tell them.
All right, I'd say hip hop has been around for years.
Yeah.
Whatever, in the States, wherever, it's been around for so long. And as a upcoming artist, if you've been around this Hawaii scene at all, you could see the energy and you could feel that something's a little different about this time right now than as opposed to what it used to be. And I mean, I'm not saying that before it wasn't popping, because it was, but just for some reason, right now it seems like a time where this music thing could really pop. And like Hawaii's like the only untapped place, I'd say, as far as big music, hip hop and stuff. It's so untapped and there's so much talent here. So don't sell yourself short. Just right now is the time. If there's ever been a time, as cliche as ever, but right now is the time. So you need to go out and get it, because nobody's gonna give it to you. Nobody at all.
True. What about you? What do you have to say?
Like I said, just be yourself, stay motivated, and support everybody. Support everybody. I think everybody's too focused on who can be that very one to break out of Hawaii, rather than support whoever it is that very one. Because all it takes is one to get out, and then everybody else can get heard. So support everybody. You know what I mean? Like, share, comment. You know what I mean? Give your thoughts, make them better, so we can make you better. Make us better, and like I said, just keep pushing each other. And just like what Jay was saying, just stay positive, man. Just stay positive. Like, we ain't even at that level yet to be hating on each other. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna come with it. We understand it, and it's cool. But if you support everybody and everybody just keeps pushing everybody, and we do break that little cloak that's over us, then what I mean, it's our time now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To add on to that,
Yeah.
like having unity
Exactly.
Like, it just commands some kind of goodness or like some kind of good energy, you know. So yeah, being unified, man. I mean, you don't have to just love everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what I mean? He's working just as hard as you are. He's putting in as much energy and time. You need to understand we all still here at the ground level, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Do you guys have any shout outs that you guys want to throw out there? Anybody?
Shout out the team. Shout out Aloha Hype Records, man. Shout out the family, Khalid, man, Rights,
O.T.E,
everybody.
Lolo, Key.
Bulldogs,
Bulldogs,
man. Woo. Hawaii. We do this for y'all, man, for real.
So that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram. I'll have the links below. Thank you to Ben, Cozy, the team out here for the sound and the cameras. Hawaii Camera for letting us borrow the equipment, the lighting, and the other camera. Micah G for the other camera. And Hawaiian Brian's at the studio for letting us shoot here today. Thank you so much. Until next time. See you guys later. Bye.